But yeah, you're probably wondering, John, why is your fit so all right? And that's because we are hunting in a new location today that I've already showcased before. It is another repetitive one. However, it should be very fast. It should be very fast. Let me show you. We go here. The hat's an interesting choice. Let me tell you, there are not many green hats. Trust me, I tried. I really tried. Okay, so we go up here. And we go over here. And then we walk all the way over here, right into this corner. If we look across the way, you'll see it. Hold on. It'll be there. Just wait. There it is! Larvitar. We're gonna go for Larvitar today. Now, here is the downside to hunting for Larvitar. As you can see, if I run this way, run to about like this second post here, it despawns. And if I walk back over here, you're like, oh, where is it? They pretty much all spawn in the bushes. And so you're probably thinking, oh, John, how do you know? As you can see, it's right there. You're probably wondering, John, how do you know that it spawns in? I've done enough testing. I did hunt here for about like, I want to say 4 hours, maybe 5 hours. So there's a solid chance we just get it today anyways. But additionally, this Larvitar has a 20% chance of being an alpha. So that's not bad. This is probably the fastest rooftop hunt that we have in this entire section. Shiny before shiny by shiny. Do we get a shiny? Do we get a shiny by 12? By 12 o'clock. Where on the map is this? This is also the only place you can hunt Larvitar at this point in the game. There are multiple other locations you can hunt it. This is the only one that's accessible. Fun fact.
When I started watching stream, I was halfway through my graduate degree. Now I'm on my final class. Thanks for the background noise when I needed to lock in.
Of course, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Congrats on finishing it up. Also, chat, use your points. Oh. Hello?
Hello, John. It's me, Pickle. Hope you are well.
Oh,
I'm excited cause I heard you caught some shiny brothers and sisters of mine. Can't wait to see Yellow Rat. He was my favorite smile.
Oh. Yeah, no, he's good. No, he's really good. No, don't worry. He's safe. He's safe in yellow. Okay, let's just keep going, everybody. But yeah, you'll see. And also, here is the best news you're gonna hear all day. Okay, probably not. But we do not have to worry about the day-night cycle. We can hunt this at nighttime, and if anything, it's actually easier to see it at nighttime. And that's the lore. That's the big lore. But yeah, I did miss a lot while I've been gone since the big storm. But yeah, we do have a lot to talk about. However, the first thing I want to talk about is something that happened yesterday. I can officially say, chat, that I have purchased my gaming grail. And it's gonna come in next week. I had a very rare gaming piece come across my gamer eyes. And it is, I got a pretty banger deal on it. What is it? Hold on. May I show you, chat? That's right, baby. We did it. We made it happen. We made it happen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we did. Now you may be saying, John, that's really cool. Complete in box? He said complete in box. It's new! It's sealed! Yes! It's a sealed emerald! Yep. Pretty banger deal, too. Obviously, it was not cheap, but, like, for what it is, not bad. Dead internal battery. And you're dead to me, buddy. Mods ban that guy. No negativity. Open it on stream. How did you hunt for shiny Riolu? We just did the rooftop run. Am I gonna grade it? I'm not really a person who cares about grading, but because that is sealed, yeah. Yep. If it hasn't been opened, how do you know it's in there? Oh my god. We gotta open it.
Good morning, Johnstone dummies.
Oh my god, we gotta open it. You ever done the Naval Rock event legitimately? Well, no, and here's the reality, chat, is most people haven't. Like that was such a limited time event, because that was, to my memory, only available during Pokemon Rocks America Tour 2005. Which was only available in certain cities. And I was not even close to any of them. Like, I don't even think it was in Boston. Like, they did it in New York, they did one in Atlanta, they did one in LA, Philadelphia, something like that. Yeah, very, very unlikely that many people have gone to do that one. But dare I say, that's not the most forgettable event. Because I think people know that one just off of like urban legend and maybe nostalgia. Oh no, oh no. But the one that I think everybody forgets about is the Enigma Stone. That one is, and here's the thing, is that one was accessible to like everybody, but nobody remembers it. So the way that one works, if you don't know, is the Enigma Stone is something you got in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Yeah, it was available over Wi-Fi for like, I think a month, maybe even less than that. And the way that it works is you get the Enigma Stone and you go to Pewter City. The Ligma Stone? No, Enigma. As in like, ooh. What is it? Anyways, so yeah, you go to Pewter City with the Enigma Stone. And then, what's a Steven Stone comes out from
I remember in summer camp after Platinum came out. I found a group of friends who liked Pokemon and we were pretending to be Pokemon, and I wanted to be Gallade. But they wouldn't let me because I was a girl. Sad face, but I said I was going to be a Gallade anyway, and they couldn't stop me, and bonked them with one of the plastic baseball bats I had picked up to use as Gallade's blades. Smile.
Okay, I was gonna say that's kind of crazy that you were pretending being Pokemon, but I remember that one time I pretended I was a Bulbasaur. I went on vacation with my mom, and we went to like an island, and I remember I was crawling around the beach making Bulbasaur noises, and then I got hit by a wave and I fell over, and I pretended like I was Bulbasaur. Can I finish telling my story now? No, that wasn't 3rd grade. It was 5th. Anyways, yeah, so you go into the museum and Steven Stone will be like, whoa, you have an Enigma Stone, that's crazy. And then he's like, oh wait, I hear something outside. And he just goes outside and he's like, oh my god, John, look at this. Or whatever your name is in game. And it's the opposite to the roaming Lottie that you have in your game. Which I kind of forget which is which. I think if you have Heart Gold, you have Latios as the encounter. And then it's Latios if you have Soul Silver. I don't see the Larvitar. But yeah, and a lot of people just didn't care about that event. And it's such a unique hunt. Like, whenever I get around to doing Gen 3, we're going to hunt for one of those there. I don't really know which one, but it's going to be one in Heart Gold Soul Silver, and then the other one is going to be hunted in this game, I think. That was an event? Yeah, it was a Wi-Fi event. Which gen is next? Probably 6. Probably. You plan on hunting the DLC? Oh, yeah. Yep. Absolutely will. At some point. We will see. Yeah, it will be quite a while away from that. Normally, thanks for the 5 months. Back event when events were fun.
Wake up, everyone. John is back.
I think there's still some fun events that they do. One that I look back and I kind of wish that I did more of them were the Terra raids. I know that it's not like the same concept because it's not like a storyline or whatever, but here's the reality is I think a lot of those are added now into the games. You know, take like all the mythicals that are in this game. They're just built into the base game. And I think the reason why they did that is because a lot of people just complained that they didn't last long enough, and they're like, okay, well now here's permanent versions of them. I think the raids aren't fun. I mean, there's a reason why a lot of people stop doing them, because it's just repetitive. But I think that what I enjoyed is when the game came out, you and your friends could like team build and figure out on the spot how to take it down. And that was a little bit exciting to do. But then once they released the Indigo Disc, all of the Pokemon that they had like the theme of doing, whether it be like starters or whatever, were just in the game. And so there was no incentive to do it, you know? Like, cause the first one was Charizard and everybody's like, oh my God, Charizard's in the game. You can't get Charizard. And so everybody went and did that one. Mighty Marks. Chad, do you care about marks? I feel like a lot of people don't even know that they exist. It's like a happy bonus when you get a shiny. It's like, oh, cool, it has the lunchtime mark. That's awesome. And then that's it. Yeah, there's I think the only time that people really go back to those raids is for the Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. Which, dare I say it, chat, I think we have reached the point where everybody, who has wanted one, has got one. Because they've done that event, I think, 5 or 6 times. And whenever somebody brings up that the event is happening, I always remind people, like every day up until the last day, I'm like, this is your final reminder. If you want to do it right now, or at least connect to the online. That way you can do it yourself. And then like the day after, I'm like, yeah, the event ended. And they're like, no. I also, this is secret lore, but there was a Minecraft stream. There was. Type 1 if you were there for the Minecraft stream. We crafted for like 3 hours. Methinks 3 hours of gaming. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a great time. John blew up. Does anybody have the clip? I'm sure somebody has the clip. Dan, thanks for the 25.
I was there and I helped.
True. Did you figure out the armadillos? I did. I did. We could do a Minecraft stream. We could. It just wouldn't be during these normal hours. It'd be late night. Does anyone get struggle with Minecraft because you just get overwhelmed with deciding what to do? Do you feel that way with like RPGs? Like Skyrim?
What are your feelings on chocolate croissants?
Wow, it said it correct. That's insane. Thanks for the 31 months. I don't think I've ever had a good one. But here's the thing is I've only had a couple real croissants before. Nimi, do you have the clip? Minecraft stream would break my 30 stream streak. Why? You don't like Minecraft? You don't like crafting? I love secrets and I love Minecraft. All right. It's clip time, everybody. It's clip time. I will be performing my final trick, my best trick of all time. If you did not know, a water bucket will break your fall. And so I am going to land all the way from up here safely. Please stand back, as this is going to be very dangerous for people who are not me.
Oh, yes, I was too late.
Yes.
You made it. Oh,
Stone YT was blown up by creeper.
Oh, he got him.
Yep, that's the Johnstone difference, baby. That's the John Gaming difference right there. Shout out to Discord. I was screaming so loud that I landed that bucket trick. That was sick though, right? Landing that? I was impressed. I haven't done a water bucket thing in forever. It's been so long, it's been 5 ever, some might say. Would you be keeping your schedule going forward, or is that out the window? No. I've said, Chad, that this current month, it was going to be difficult for the schedule, which will make sense in like a week. And you'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But I can't, well, I guess I could tell you. There's not really any downside. Tell? Leak or no Larvitar? He's moving to Turkey. Close. Okay, chat. All right, cat's out of the bag. I got another place. Yeah. So, I will be going back and forth. Why? Why not? I'm an adult. I can do that. Yeah, and so I'm going through the process of getting that done. And it takes a lot to get sorted. Finally got Latios the other day. Very nice. Chad, are you still hunting in this game? I have a secret tooth in my lower jaw. Fun fact. Just a couple hunts left. There you go. Very, very nice. What games are you playing right now, Chad, if you're not playing Pokemon? What are you into? I'm doing resets for Snivy. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of streamers are going and playing other Pokemon games now. Go Siote. Cool. Animal Crossing. I am genuinely shocked that, well, actually I'm not. I'm not really shocked, but it is a little bit surprising. That DLC, I don't even think it got off the ground. I was very, very, very surprised by that. Because I remember seeing, not this is like the way that you gauge if a game is successful or not, but like day one, the streaming count, like the average viewers in the category of New Horizons was shockingly low. Just day one. Because keep in mind, like this game, when it came out, I think its peak was like 80K or something like that, which is like, that's good. It's good. It's not like mind-blowing. But I think Animal Crossing's was maybe like 15K. And I thought there was gonna be way more hype directed towards it. The only reason I didn't play is because I genuinely couldn't do it because I didn't beat the game yet. Who wants to stream or watch Animal Crossing? You're watching me running back and forth on a roof to maybe find a shiny today. Maybe. Yeah, but you're Johnstone. Does that mean you guys would watch me play with Aminal? Aminal Crossing. Also, the prediction is up in 1 minute. And as you can see over there, it is not shiny in those bushes. John, note this. Do not go online rank because there's a bunch of Kyogres. Kyle Ogre. Oh, there was another thing that I found yesterday that I think I might grab because I think it's undervalued. Not that I'm buying it to flip a profit, it's just I know I'll probably want it in the future. And I'm shocked that it's as low of a price as it is. Let me show you it first, and you tell me how much you think it's worth. And don't go off of the idea that I told you that it's a low price, because that's one, subjective. Actually, tell me what you think this is worth. This is the Pokemon Emerald Game Boy SP. How much do you think this is worth? If you were to buy one on eBay, what would you say it's worth? 400? These go for like $220. Like, is that a lot of money? Yes. But I would have imagined it was significantly more. Like, all of them are not that expensive. Like, that's like, it is a lot of money, but for how, you know, like, for example, chat, the game costs more than the console. These go for way more than 200. There are not a lot of listings for them, so you have to work with me here. No leaks, no leaks. This one sold for $171. That looks pretty good condition to me. That's a reshell? It is? How do you what's the difference? How do you tell? Okay, how about this? Okay, this one has to be real because it has 30 people that are saving it. Is this real? Not the battery pack. Obviously, the battery pack is fake. Yeah, this one's 240. This one's for sale right now for 240 bucks. Those buttons look weird. The spear holes are way too small. Still looks like a reshell. No, I'll find one. Okay, maybe I understand why they're not. Okay, how about... Let me look at current listings rather than sold ones. Okay, I only see one other listing and it's $1,500. No, hold on! Hold on! I'll figure it out. I'll find one. Just wait. I saw so many oh.
Happy anniversary, Pookie.
I don't know how this looks any different from the other one, to be honest with you. Like, what about this one? You guys said the buttons look weird, but these buttons look the same. That one looks good. Okay, well, this one's 700. So. Okay, you know what? Maybe I lied. But you know what? That's the beauty of it, is we all learned something today. You know, in fairness, the first thing I said about it was, I'm surprised they're this cheap. I have never bought a Game Boy SP, I don't think. I bought a Game Boy Advance before. Have I ever bought an SP? Maybe. I don't know. Was that a card show and vendors were selling DS era cartridges for over 200 just to get white 2? Yeah. Like, just the cart or in case? Either way, that's like crazy expensive. But I think out of all of them, is white 2 the most expensive or is it platinum? They're very close. Like, we're talking like a $10 difference between the two of them. So I guess you could just say they're the same price, but I think white 2 is still the most expensive copy. Because I believe that white 2 sold the least out of every DS Pokemon game, like main series. Oh no, I forgot about Heart Gold Soul Silver. Yeah, Heart Gold Soul Silver is definitely the most expensive. Absolutely the most expensive. Yeah, and then probably white 2, because I think white 2 is like 150 in box, and Heart Gold Soul Silver in the not for resale box that goes on the inside of the outer box, I think that's like 200. If you want the complete thing with the Pokewalker, it's like 600. Hi, wanna know pain? 10 hours for Latios on OG Switch OLED, so slow reload times. I'm rank Y and it's been 345 hours. We are not the same, brother. We are not the same. Lock in. Keep hunting. I bought Platinum and White 2 and resold at GameStop in 2025. Jeez. I went 60 hours with no shiny. That's honestly impressive. It really is. That's a 2015, not 2025. I'm sorry. Try it again. Just type it out again. 2015 for 45 each. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yep. And here's the craziest part is, GameStop is always like the higher price. Most of the time. They're the higher price, and so like at that point in time, they were probably like $35. Good luck on Larvitar. I appreciate it, you too, with your hunts. Congrats on your video, going crazy. I see it. It's been recommended to me about 5 times, and despite me watching it. That's how you know. That's how you know it's popping off, is if you watch the video and YouTube still tells you to watch it.
Don't know pain? Making 566 chemical terror raids. I was hunting from August to Leap Day. We are not the same.
Does that mean you were hunting for 4 years, if you think about it? Something to think about. Do you own every Pokemon game that you want, chat? Like, what's the, if there is, like, what is your grail? What's the one you are really hoping to get? Arkle, yeah. Black 2A too. It's really, like, it's just either the 3rd games, so like Crystal, Emerald, Platinum, or White, Black and White 2 and Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Oh, True Coliseum and XD. Yeah, those are outrageously stupid expensive. But on the upside, at least we have a guaranteed confirmation that those are coming to NSO. So like if you ever want to play it, you can play it. Snap's not bad.
No pain. I stubbed my toe, owie, ouch. Owie. What the heck?
That's not good. Type 1 if you felt their pain and their cries. Thanks for the 300 though. Yeah, it's also insane that, like, I bought Coliseum, XD, and the bonus disc pretty much all at the same time. And I got, I bought it at probably the best time that in recent history that you could have bought it, which this isn't recent in history, but I bought it in 2020. Like very early 2020, I believe I bought them. It's actually disgusting how much the price of those games have gone up. Because I think I bought Coliseum for $50. I bought the bonus disc for $60. I bought XD disc only for, I think it was also $50 or $60, and then I bought the case separately for it, and the case separately was like $25. And now each of those games are like $200 a piece. Like the bonus disc I think is the most expensive, which is crazy to me because like, who cares? Sorry, but like, it's not even a rare game. Coliseum had such low sales that I think a majority of the purchases were pre-orders. It's not a 1-to-1, but like, there's a lot of Coliseum bonus discs. And I think that the bonus disc is like $250. And even the Celebi one is going up in price. Because that one I think now is like 80 or 90 or something like that. I think the reason why that one hasn't really shot up in price is just because of the fact that you need to play through a Japanese copy of Coliseum to do it, and a lot of people just don't care enough to go to that length. Not only do you have to play it, you have to 100% the game in order to get Celebi. And that is too tall of an order for a lot of people. That's why I always advocate, like, if you want to buy a Pokemon game, like an old Pokemon game, and you've already played it and know what happens, and you already have like a strong grasp at Pokemon as a whole, just buy it in Japanese. It's significantly cheaper. Like a copy of English Ruby and Sapphire goes for about $80 now. If you buy it in Japanese, it's maybe $20. It's the exact same video game. Now deal with tariffs, that's definitely true, but a lot of places on eBay will tell you if they're from a US seller. But either way, yeah, it is definitely a cheaper option. Especially if you don't live in the US. I'm worried about fakes. People don't care enough about the Japanese games for there to be fakes. Truthfully, I wouldn't even think about it. In the history of me ever seeing Japanese Game Boy Advance games, I don't think I've ever seen a fake. I've definitely seen more fakes than real of the English ones, though. How are you going to evolve Tyrun? What do you mean? What do you think about the Gen 10 leaks? I don't care. Not even a little bit. Celestial, thanks for the 15 months of Prime. What's your favorite Pokemon in the Black and White games? Like that you could catch in-game? I'm gonna say Zoroark because the battle was so outrageously odd. Even looking back, I don't understand the context of it. I really don't. Have you seen the fast roof Dratini hunt in restaurant Lana? I think that would be optimal for the hunt. It's not as fast. We've already tested it. Yeah, we did a whole like testing day. Did you get a personal shovel? I did not get a personal shovel. I didn't need one, Chad. It already melted. Personal shovel! What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Zoroark, because if you didn't know, in Black and White, in order to get Zorua and Zoroark, you had to complete like a story-related task to do it, but it was DLC. So in order to get in order to get Zorua, you had to have the event Celebi that was distributed at the time it was Heart Gold Soul Silver in 2010. And then if you wanted Zoroark, you had to do it in, you had to get one of the shiny legendary beasts. Which I still don't really understand why the legendary beasts were related to Zoroark. Also, chat, could you type 1 real quick? I dropped a whole bunch of frames, and I don't know why. Oh boy. Chat, do you mind refreshing? You mind refreshing the stream? I didn't even notice that it happened. It's because of the movie? The movie? How have I not seen that? Which one is it? Thanks. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that. Maybe I did on Cartoon Network. Huh. That's weird. But that's a banger event, and I'm a proud owner of that event as well. I've had that for quite a while. Yeah, because it has all 4 of those events on it. It has the Shiny Raikou Entei Suicune, and it also has an unreleased Celebi event that was then put on a different cartridge down the road. It's the same event, works the same, still gets you the Zorua and everything. The one that I totally forgot that I have, which is, it's not good that I forgot it, but is the Jirachi and the Shiny Pichu event. Because that one gets you spiky-eared Pichu in Heart Gold Soul Silver, and then the other one is just Jirachi. And Jirachi is just hard to get in Gen 4. Another one that's really good that is pretty expensive is the Shaman Regigigas event. Because the Regigigas event unlocks in Platinum all of the Regi battles. And that's the only way to do those. But I think that cart is like $1,500 or something like that. That's just, I can only do that so many times before it's reckless, you know? Because I spent a lot on the, I forget how much I spent specifically, but the Pichu one in Jirachi was not cheap. But at least I had purpose for that. Up streaking in chat right now. I want to be a shiny hunting YouTuber like you. I want to ask, what would be a good start on making videos? Making them. Don't dwell on it. Because here's the harsh reality. You're going to make videos, and you're going to look at them a year later, and you're going to be like, whoa. Whoa, I would not let that video fly nowadays. Like, in terms of quality, right? So I wouldn't dwell on making the most perfect video, because the reality is you aren't going to see it as a perfect video in the future. I would just focus on making something. Figuring out what you want to do, and then just do it. That doesn't even apply to shiny hunting. That's just in general. Just start working on it. Would you ever do video essays in your career? Like, in terms of making content? I already do. In a way. Unless you're talking about, like, the... like, retrospective videos of, like, Pokemon. Like, oh, this is my love letter to Legend ZA. This is how much I love this game. Type of thing. I think it would be cool to do videos doing a full review of Pokemon. Like every single Pokemon game. Like I quite literally do everything in the game and then review it and give it a score. And look at it from the most like outsider take that I possibly could. Could you do a love letter video to me? I've already sent them to you. Check your mail. Hey, Pookie. This one's just for you. A single video would take like a year to make if you do that. What's different than right now? It's not funny. I'm working hard. I think, yeah, it would be cool to do some videos like that. I don't think that really has a place on my main channel. But maybe it does. Maybe it's fine to do a one and done. Like I just try it, and if the video flops, then I just never do one again. It's just I would want to make not like almost like a rubric, like a breakdown of every single aspect of the game. Like how is this game in regards to battling, new stuff that they added, shiny hunting, storyline, characters, all that stuff. And look at it from an unbiased perspective. I know people would be like, oh, he's gonna do that and he's gonna trash on Oras. I'll say it first, chat. I'm coming around. I'm liking that game more. I am. I don't think I want John's lukewarm takes. What's a lukewarm Pokemon take that I have? What's your favorite song ever? Whenever I see Oras, the only thing is like, why, I just say to myself, why would I play this when I could play Emerald? Like the only thing that I genuinely feel that Oras has on it are the updated characters. That was a huge thing. They made everybody hot. I don't know who decided that, but it was a great decision. They just looked at every character, every villain, they said, let's just make them hot. And they made it happen. And then the new megas were cool. And then Dex Nav. I don't want to hear anybody say, but the Delta episode, but the Delta, John, the Delta episode. The Delta episode is like, it's kind of whatever. It really is. Dexnav is sweet though. Forget the shiny hunting aspect of it. If you just wanted to find a Pokemon in the grass, like, oh, I need an Electric right now. You just click the Dexnav and it will just generate an encounter for you. That's really cool. But people like love that game so much and forget that they just got trolled into thinking a Battle Frontier was going to be in the game. That's insane. That's an insane thing to do in a video game. Like, we know you guys want this, but this is what we had time to make. They could have just not made that island. They could have just straight up just scrapped the whole island. Are Riolu's steps going on the beat? Good luck today. I appreciate it, Mr. Blogs. I was talking about you this morning. I watched YouTube last night, and I was watching like Minecraft videos, and you woke me up this morning to your reaction of Mega Phalanx. I had the TV on a little too loud last night, and I just woke up to, there's a Mega Phalanx! There's a Mega Phalanx! It's a great video, though. It's a great one. And then the video that played, because I went back to sleep, but like the video that played after that was the Silver Professor Oak. Wasn't? Yeah. And then it auto-played into X and Y. I really saw the whole recent Matt Gauntlet. I recently learned that the go-home connection goes one way. Yep. Same with this game, when the time comes. This is one singular way. One singular direction. I don't have autoplay turned on. Sometimes you find some good videos. You never know. There's some bangers that can be, especially the music. Like, I get recommended some songs, I'm like, wow, that's a great song to put on the playlist. I hope they change that. I mean, that's been a thing for ever in Pokemon. It definitely won't change. Because like Pokemon that you have in Scarlet and Violet can't go backwards. They can't go like to Sword and Shield. Same with like Sun and Moon Pokemon. You can't put those into previous gens. It can? Darn. I didn't know that. For the other gens though, it doesn't work. I know that for certain. I am wildly confident in that. I didn't know that though. That's interesting. I have not ever played Terraria, so I don't know what the appeal is. It seems very overwhelming. Like if you were to compare it to Minecraft in the sense of like stuff you have to learn, is it overwhelming or is it similar? Minecraft on steroids. There are 5,000 items. I wouldn't say it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. The two sides of the coin. Not beginner friendly. Is it one of those games where you would be better off if you played it when it came out and kept playing it? Because like if I were to play Minecraft right now, I would be overwhelmed. I'd be like, man, there's way too much. But like I know so much from playing when I was a kid. Same thing with Pokemon. I've said before, like I would not want to relearn everything. If I just forgot all Pokemon, I would not want to relearn it. Absolutely not. Way too many Pokemon, too many abilities, natures, IVs, EVs, storyline, lore. That's too much. Movesets. I've learned so much from you. Like what? Fun facts? I tried talking about, I hate when I bring up a fun fact and nobody knows what I'm talking about. Like I went to Nimmy's chat last night and I brought up, because they were talking about 2000 toys, and I brought up Crazy Bones, and not a single person knew what I was talking about. You guys didn't rock with Crazy Bones back in the day? Crazy Bones. Don't say 1800s toys. There's no gripping a snowstorm. They make everything slippery. No, but how do you make snowballs then? Or do you guys remember the lava lamp erasers? With like the little monkey on it? Or sorry, the lava lamp pencil sharpeners. I might have to show a picture, but I saw them. You know those videos where it's like, here's some classic 90s, 2000s things that bring you back, and it's all stuff that you've seen. It's like
those Crazy Bones.
It was one of the most. It's like the typical stuff that you see where it's like, oh, you remember Dunkaroos? Do you remember Vault Soda? It's just basic knowledge, right? This one I saw and I was like, wow, this is the first time in a long time that I've actually been like reminded of something. Lava lamp pencil sharpener. Yeah. Whether you had this one or another one, like a different color. I don't know why it's all the way on this side of the screen, but just work with me here. Do you guys remember these pencil sharpeners? It was a little lava lamp on the inside of it. I completely forgot about these, but they were a big deal. I remember what year of school, I want to say like 3rd grade, 4th grade, something like that. That era. And they had one, because I had that one, but they had one that was yellow and then it was like pink lava on the inside. I remember Monkey. Like this was the other one. And you just flip it. You see your most played games on the Switch aside from Pokemon? I genuinely don't think I played really any games other than Pokemon last year. I played a teeny tiny bit of Mario Kart World. You're old. I'll never be shamed for that anymore, chat. Once I realized that I got to enjoy peak Pokemon and I got to go to stores on release day and I got to experience Nintendo events that you will never experience in your entire life. I felt real cool after saying that. Like, bro did not experience the Arceus event back in the day, where you got an egg. You got a legendary egg. Bro has no idea. Bro discovered America in 1492. Bro just discovered English. In now. Did you? Yeah, I remember going to the Arceus event. I do. You had the unreleased Arceus? No, it was the one to go with Arceus and the Jewel of Life. I didn't have like the Arceus event. There was a different Arceus event. I brought in all the groceries first try. You proud of me? Yes. Very. Especially if you had to bring in like a 12-pack of soda. That really nerfs you. Yeah, there's a Heart Gold Soul Silver Arceus event where you bring in that event Arceus that you got from Toys R Us, and you would go to the Sinjo ruins. I think out of all the games, it is a tight competition, but I think that Heart Gold Soul Silver has probably the most meaningful events out of all of them, because there are 4 of them, right? Celebi, Arceus, Spiky-eared Pichu, Latios. Is there another one? There are Pokewalker courses, but I don't think that counts. Yeah, Celebi is the biggest one. I don't want to say what happens in it because Nimi has not played Heart Gold Soul Silver and she does not know that, and it has an unbelievably large spoiler, and so if she's in chat right now, I do not want to spoil it. Especially considering that I can give her the event because I own the event. But I can't think of any other like in-game events that like added a storyline to the gameplay. The selling event is peak. I wish it wasn't $1,000 and 5 minutes long. Yeah. Actually, that one's pretty cheap. Out of all the distribution cards, that's one of the cheapest ones. I don't think it's 1,000. If you want just the Celebi event, there's a Celebi event cartridge. That was the intended distribution of it. I think that one is like 250 or 300, which like, is that cheap? No. It's better than 1,000 though. The one with the beasts on it and the Celebi that wasn't released, that one is like 600, I think. Something like that. Yeah, Victini event's cool. I think out of all of the events, though, that's the weakest one. PLA was the first dex I completed. Yeah, Chad, what was your first dex? You did everything in. I think mine was probably... It was probably X and Y. Or Sun and Moon. Yeah. As much because Sun and Moon just cut the decks. They made it reasonable to do. Because X and Y is like the worst Pokedex lengthwise. Not necessarily in difficulty of obtaining the Pokemon, but it's for sure the longest. You did blue? Yeah. I definitely, back in the day, could not have completed any of the dexes without some like severe help from friends because I had a DS Lite and there was no way to trade. I remember being so sad because Fire Red and Leaf Green came with a wireless adapter in pretty much every single wave of the release of that game. And I remember buying it thinking, oh yeah, it'll come with the adapter and I can trade on my DS Lite. I remember turning to the back and being like, oh, why does it not fit? And I realized I had 2 advanced peripherals to be able to use it. I'm honestly surprised they didn't include support for it. I feel like it would have been really easy for them to do. Just make the same port like the charging port. I'm sure they could do some movie magic to make it happen. Had to bring the Game Boy Color to elementary school for recess trades. See, my parents would not let me do that. If I had video game or anything expensive, it had to stay home. I'll never forget my, there were kids at school who were talking about their rare Pokemon cards, and I said, I have a Charizard. And they were like, I was like a 2nd grader, and they were like 5th grade. And they're like, no, you don't. I'm like, I do. They're like, there's no way you have a Charizard. Nobody here has a Charizard. I'm like, well, I do. And they're like, okay, prove it. Show up to school tomorrow with it. I said, all right, bet. I show up to school tomorrow with the Charizard. I'm like, I've got it, see? And the reaction was, oh, wow. Yeah, you actually do. Oh, that's cool. And that was the end. That was the end of that story. However, like a week later, I'm in my bedroom. It's like on a weekend. And my mom's like, John, can you come here for a second? And I go see my mom. And she's like, John, did you bring your cards to school? And I was like, yeah. She's like, all right, well, you know what happens when you bring your stuff to school and you don't pay attention? She's like, this happens. And she grabs my pants from the washer and pulls out the card.
Oh, no!
But here's the craziest part about that. I had it in a top loader, because I knew better than just to bring the raw card. I had it in a top loader, and the water somehow only poured down the back of the card. So the front of the card looks, honestly, it doesn't look good, but it doesn't look, it looks like a second grader owned it. But the back is absolutely destroyed. I have it right here. Okay. Here's Charles. See, that looks pretty good, right? It looks like a pretty clean card. Like, there's not a lot of scuffs on it. It's, you know, there's like a little crease at the top.
Oopsie! Oh, no!
Let me tell you, Chad, I got some great news. John Gaming
On year of shiny luck,
did a little bit of
it's
hunting yesterday.
Gambling.
And I'm happy to announce, Chad, that I found Larvitar. So we can just start right there. Your boy found Larvitar. But your boy also found shiny alpha Larvitar. They let him go 2 for 2. They let John Gaming go 2 for 2. If you don't know, that's a 20% chance for both Riolu and Larvitar. It does suck that both of them were found offline. Sorry. But I will give you a small update to that. I also did find another shiny. Leave your guesses in the comments below. Don't be shy. No wrong answers.